pressure, to academic pressure, to choices beyond school. I hope that the time that we spent together have served you well, and that you make the right decisions as you go into high school. The next 4 years will be one of the most important times of your life. The next 4 years will dictate, for many of us, the things that we will be able to do beyond high school. Many of you all will go on to college. Some of you all will serve in the military. And some will go into the workforce immediately after high school. What I ask that you all do is remember the times that you all had at Eggers Middle School. I hope that you have fond memories of this time. But to you all, I want to say thank you. Students, 2012-2013. Our superintendent of schools, Dr. Watkins, sends his regards to you all and regrets that he cannot be in attendance. Dr. Watkins is a former principal at Eggers and has always strived to show his presence at Eggers activities, especially the promotional ceremony, but unfortunately school-related business kept him away from today. At this time, I would like to introduce many of you all's principal for the upcoming 4 years, Miss Leslie Ganders, principal of Hammond High School.
Are you the principal? No wonder.
Now he would leave the microphone up high. No, I'm a shorty. Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking Mr. Potes for inviting me here to speak to the next Hammond High graduating class of 2017. Right? It is a pleasure to have this opportunity to speak to you all. You started at the bottom, now you're here. However, let's not get it twisted. This is only 8th grade continuation. Somebody is really proud of your accomplishments because they got a little out there. I'm like, what? For 8th grade, go ahead on. I'll tell you. Man, what they gonna do when you graduate from high school? Yeah, they're gonna turn up. I say that to say that that's good that you've made so much progress, but this is only the beginning of your journey to becoming a responsible and positive contributor to society. As a student in the elementaries and middle schools of Hammond, this event is the result of your preparation. This ceremony is saying to everyone that I have the steady foundation to continue my education. Upon high school graduation in 2017, that ceremony will mark or say that the foundation is solid enough for me to be successful in college and my career beyond high school. In order to get to that point, you have to make some very important decisions. Ask yourself, will I make wise choices that will blow the ceiling off of my limitations? Sky's the limit. And allow me to reach the sky? Or will I fall in the trap of being a knucklehead? Dun, 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 and become a 21st century slave? 21st century slave. Those are those people who have to dance by the music of a manager in a low-paying, unskilled job. Be told when to sleep, when to get up, and when to shower by a prison guard. Or live with their mother for the rest of their life. Let's look around our community. Let's look in our families. We have many of those who have made poor choices in their lives, in our community, and in our families. And you know that they fit among one of those categories. Will that be you? Don't get stuck on 126th Street. What is 126th Street? For those students who go to Hammond High, they already know what 126th Street, and I'm proud to say that tonight, most of them did not get stuck on that street, and I'm so proud of my graduates tonight. 126th Street, either you'll be judged by 12 or carried by 6.
You better say it.
So will you get stuck on that street? Let me break it down even further. For those of you all who don't know what I'm talking about. So many times, we've seen middle school students who get caught in traps, and they make poor decisions because someone has led them astray, they have been misguided, or they decided at the age of 14 or 15 that they're an adult. Most of your parents have already come to the conclusion. They're going to do the best that they can. They have done the best that they can to raise you. Your teachers have done the best that they can to educate you. But at the end of the day, moms and dads, are you all with me? I'm getting ready to take you someplace. At 18, they got to leave your house. That's just the reality of it. When you turn 18 and you graduate, or you don't graduate, it doesn't matter. Your parents already got plans for your room. Either it's going to be their extra office, workout room, a bedroom for the grandkids, or they're going to move into a smaller place so they can save money and go on that cruise. Am I right, parents?
That's right, that's right.
I say that to say that I really like that song. You started at the bottom, but you're almost there. You're almost there. The journey is not over. It's all about choices. And I remind most of my students, if we have a few Hammond High students here, when we're in an assembly, when you all come to Hammond High, excuse me. When you come to Hammond High, I'm going to talk about 3 different students. My babies that are here with me this afternoon, they know where I'm going. There are 3 different types of students. There's that A student, or A personality. It depends on how you look at it. That person was raised by mom, dad, grandparent, whomever they're raised by. They were raised properly. They know right from wrong. They can leave the threshold of that family's home and they will make the right decision each and every time. They will walk through the hallways and see the purse of their teacher sitting on the desk, no one around, cell phone on the desk, and they will keep right on walking. It will not bother them. Then there's the B student. That B student, depending on who they're with, they change with the weather. When they leave the threshold of their parents' home, they either make good decisions or bad decisions. Those are the ones that you call the followers, depending on who they're with. Same person on that desk, if they're with an A student, that A student's gonna tell them, come on, leave the person alone, let's go. However, and they were raised to know right from wrong. Same type of house. But they left that threshold and they lost their mind. Then there's that C student. So when B student is with the C student, they see that same person on that desk. B student becomes the lookout And C students gonna take that purse and that phone. And we know we've been there before. And we know we've been there before. That's what I'm talking about when I say that it's about choices. And at that point, you will have made a decision to get suspended or expelled and risk the chance of you graduating in 2017 or heading toward dropout or becoming a resident on 126th Street. That's that point. Now, at Hammond High, we don't give up on the C student because we understand that a lot of times, sometimes it comes from the home. If they're misguided and no one has shown them right from wrong, and they come from a family where everyone is sitting around the table just cussing and using profanity and coming in and everybody is smoking weed and getting high and letting the boyfriends and girlfriends sleep together and you can come in at 3 o'clock and you 13, then we understand why you bring that same behavior into the school. But I want to say, coming in as freshmen, you have a new beginning with a new staff, a caring staff, and a loving staff. Now, either you can listen to us and help you to evolve into that B and eventually A student, or you can get stuck in C. One or the other. Parents, I want to talk to you because this is probably the last time that I'm going to see many of you all in one place at one time before high school graduation, which is kind of sad. At Hammond High, we have numerous events and sports activities, but parents don't show up and support their children. It is a known fact that the more that a parent is positively involved in the school, in their students' lives at school, the more successful that child will become. As parents, we have to stop placing all of the blames on the educators and take some of the blame ourselves.
Amen.
I say this because I was guilty of that. And it's really been hitting me this year really, really hard. I was so busy worrying about my students, staying after school for their events,